Hey there, spring cleaners. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Rescue, Episode 9, The Glow Up. Yeah, I definitely sort of accidentally cleared this out, but, you know, they were going to annoy me anyway. Because I'm fairly close to my home base. So all these guys are close enough that they would reasonably wander towards me. It's also a good opportunity to grab bed sheets, which will cover up windows if I need windows covered up, because the factory loft that I live in doesn't fully have covered windows yet. A lot of the windows are high off the ground, so if I wanted to cover them, I would need to put a gantry or something. I'll even take a mop. I need to lose weight, or gain weight, so... Icy soda? Yes. The answer is yes. Well, that was a bit of a diversion. Let's see if I can't get another generator before it gets too dark. Yep, someone else followed me in. Also sounds like there's zombies in one of these. That's a lot of thread. 4 thread in one little room. Oh, there's the other. Perfect. And a big hiking bag! Yes! Alright, let's reorganize our gear. It's way better than the duffel bag. So for reference, this is a capacity of 22, encumbrance reduction of 80. So much better than duffel bag. And also I can actually see it in my UI. Cool. Alright, so the generator is the third one in. I'm just going to check the rest of this row. Well, that wasn't a little sketchy. Open that up. I am legending me. So fashionable. I think the zombies that are like a floor below me just got pissed off too. Oh, there's another big hiking bag. I'll stick with green. More thread. Wow. 2 more kits? It's ridiculous how much needle and thread I'm getting out of this. Very, very generous. Maybe I just hear the ones that are on the floor below. Yeah, it must be. Alright, well, let's wrap it up. Let's grab the generator. And then you guys are going to decide what I do tomorrow. I'll put up that poll. There it is. what I'm going to do here is, I don't know, second story cleared. That way, if I go back to the self-storage, I have a little bit of data about where I left off. Also, as you may have noticed, did not need my sledgehammer at all. So, it's kind of nice. Guess I could have left it in the box. Could have known that it was not going to be necessary, though. So my plan is to bring one of these two generators in the base with me. So for a second one up on the roof, and then to leave the other one purposely in the car with the gas, so that I can fuel it up once I get to the gas station. That way I have a more or less renewable source of gasoline. So it'll be connected, but it won't be fueled up. I'm going to reserve that other gas tank for the gas station one. Also pick up the trash. Okay, organizing gear. Got it. So the plan for that is to go to the adjacent warehouse and just grab a bunch of the metal shelving and then bring the metal shelving over here to organize. I can also put stuff up here in this roof access room as well. Things that I don't need to access often. Oh, a meta event. Some gunfire. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Knowing I'm about to organize, I'm just going to dump everything now that I don't have a specific spot for. So I really only have books, my books organized. Hey, stop it. Don't fall off the roof. I wasn't, believe it or not, I wasn't planning on it. I know, contrary to popular belief, I do try to not fall off roofs. I realize how unbelievable that might seem to many of you, as I fail at that one simple task pretty often. Alright, we're looking pretty good. So tomorrow, organize the base. Alright. That's exciting. Well, I can actually start working on that. So, I think what I'll do is I'll have this shelf here that I'm staring at be the VHS shelf. And then this one can be for weapons. Some of these items I don't even know why I have. Like a trowel. And knowing me, I'll probably want two things of weapon shelving, not just one. I collect weapons a bit much. I'm gonna get rid of the rake. Probably get rid of the radio stuff too. Well, I could stick it in my electrical box. It's a decent way to level up electrical. What should I put here? Maybe next to VHS tapes can be tailoring? I'll have this be clothing / tailoring. It's going to be... I'm definitely going to need more storage capacity for my stuff. Got a lot of junk. Some people approach this game as like collectors of things, which isn't necessarily like a bad way to go. The problem is once you accumulate enough stuff, it becomes more of a encumbering than helpful, I find. And I'm definitely like well into the weeds into that end of the, you know, collecting stuff. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I definitely have too many leather jackets. You can see why I try to avoid organizing as much as I can, because it's a lot of work and, well, it takes a long time. Especially when you allow things to get as bad as it is now. Lug wrench should go in the car. I'll pick the rest up tomorrow. So I usually try to have like a shelf for carpentry, a shelf for electrical, a shelf for metalwork, a shelf for tailoring, so on and so forth, for every possible skill, just so that if you're trying to level up that skill or you need to do something related to that skill, there's a shelf for it and you don't have to go search around for it so much. But it's going to be really hard for me to organize without more storage space, so I'm just going to dump everything on the ground, knowing that I'm going to get shelving now. Or, no, I'm going to get food first. Gotta stay fed. What is going on with my weight, though? How is it still... just a bunch of empty calories here. I don't know how I fit, like, so many ounces of liquid in. But there, now my weight is leveled off. Speaking of hydrating, cheers. The thing is, once you have the shelves set up, it becomes a lot easier to organize because when you get back home, you just go to the shelves responsible for containing whatever you need to contain, and you dump it in real quick. And so once you have the shelving units, it's really easy to stay organized, but until you have those shelving units, it's kind of terrible. Should have taken the car. Oh well. Today is definitely going to be one of those days where my character gets really hurt from all of the heavy lifting. I'll grab the car for next run. Because I'll probably want... I mean, if we think about the skills that I have, right? Carpentry, electrical, metalwork, mechanics, and tailoring, I'll probably want more than a good bit of shelving. Another thing I'd like to do is to get rid of these chairs. Now that I have the armchair, until I have a bed, I don't really need these plastic ones anymore. Just smack them. You like to get different kind of shelves for stuff? I'm not opposed to doing it that way, but it's way faster to do it the way I'm doing it, just because I live next to a warehouse full of metal shelving, which doesn't break down when you disassemble it. Whereas if I was trying to use the wooden boxes, like half the wooden boxes would break, or, you know, so I'm just doing it the really fast way. Additionally, the ultimate goal of this series is to get rescued, so I'm not trying to make things look pretty, because I'm not... The goal is to not actually live in Kentucky anymore. It's to get the hell out. So there's not really an advantage for me to, like, pretty up a place that I want to leave. Think of it as a rental. Or temp housing. This has got to be some sort of tropical storm. Just making sure no zombies are coming in after me, because they'd be really hard to hear in all this rain. It's too bad I don't have rain barrels. Seems like today would be a good time for them. I can't picture the physics of fitting... Well, I mean, if you fully disassemble them, I get it. But, like, fitting all these shelves in that little car. Or even holding them under my arms and driving. Gotta put that back in the car. So what do y'all think I should do tomorrow? If I was to open up viewer suggestions. So I think I like this shelf for food because it's closer to the stove. So I'll probably end up moving the food over to it. I'm just trying to fill up so that my character... Oh, there we go. Double up arrows. I probably will regret eating that much. Alright, it's very densely storaged now. I'm not using the roof access area. But this should be enough shelving for now until I like amass more stuff, but I'm gonna aim to not amass more stuff. Like I'll actually actively work against that. If I can help it. So here's my food. And this shelf here will be carpentry, I guess. I'll get everything carpentry related, stick it there. Oh boy. Wooden mallet, I'm just going to throw out. So, wood glue. Carpentry. Garden saw. Although I have regular saw, I probably don't need a garden saw. Boxes of nails. I haven't really been collecting carpentry-based, carpentry-specific stuff yet. Like glue and nails. I'll even keep the wooden mallet. All right, back to the bigger organization. So I was saying that this is going to be my clothing. If I can manage it, I'd like to have like thread and sheet rope and sheets in one, and then the actual articles of clothing the other. Because one's like tailoring and the other, you know, is clothing. Before I lose water, I really ought to clean all of the leather strips that I got. And I'll start next to the propane that's already on the floor, because it makes sense. I'll start metalwork here. Some metal sheeting and spare propane. I guess that makes this mechanics? Although I want the lug wrench in the car. Maybe adjacent to food could be utensils, like bowls and bottles and the like. Some of my, like, really high water intake is just because I'm wearing so many layers. Not particularly wise. So then this is medical. Process of elimination, roughly. And then I don't have an electrical either. So you can be electrical. I think that's correct. That trash can is going to be really annoying. Probably get rid of it and put it somewhere else. I am not planning to do any farming, so I don't really need a farming box. I guess I'll keep my spare cigarettes on the in the food bin. It's a little weird, but makes sense to me. So there's some semblance of organization now. I'm putting everything away. Hope y'all happy. I like it. Tire pump needs to go in the car. Yeah, all this stuff is wrong. Tools. Alright, so this is properly just clothing now. This was weapons. A wrench is like... So some things like have dual purposes, obviously. Like hand axes and wrenches. I mean, they're mechanic tools, they're weapons, they're a bit of everything. In fact, I could definitely understand the argument of keeping a wrench in the car as well, because that is a very common thing to need in a car for car repair. Why don't I use a bed? So the reason I'm not using a bed is I don't really have good construction skill, so if I attempted to move a bed up to my loft, the likelihood of me not breaking in the process is very low. So I was just waiting for my carpenter skill to get higher. Because otherwise I'm just going to, like, smash the bed into splinters, and I would need to find a bunch of the identical beds in order to make that work. So it does look like a car jack is one of the items I'm still missing. But all the other vehicle maintenance tools I have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys suggest ideas using channel points. So, suggest a goal. And your goal should be able to be accomplishable in roughly a day or two in Zomboid. So, like, you know, if it takes longer than that, it's probably going to be refunded. Just to give you a heads up. So, I think I am fully organized now. That was actually not too hard. Clothing, tailoring, books, maps, metalwork, woodwork, electrical, food, medical. Nice. And I'll just get some stuff from down here to, like, fill up the stockpiles. I mean, there might be a case where, like, I want wooden planks because I'm, like, trapped or something. You know, there's cases where having access to that stuff is useful. Oh, the other thing I could do is collect some rainwater. It is raining. I didn't realize I was putting that stuff in my backpack. Oops. Well, I'm going to have plenty of really nasty rainwater for me to have to filter. But better than having rainwater that needs filtering than no water at all. I'll take rainwater that needs filtering every day of the week. So if you have any ideas for what I should do tomorrow, make sure to use the channel points to submit them, and I'll be pulling on them in just a minute. This is getting to the hour that my character is going to want to go to sleep. I think I'm gonna do another batch of chicken. It's too bad I don't have a cooking well, I might actually have a spare cooking magazine. Now that my weight is heading up, double arrows up, probably don't need to eat so much junk food anymore. It's fun, though. It's hard to stop. Well, the aesthetics, the feng shui of this little loft sucks badly. It's really ugly. But it's very functional. I guess that's what matters. Well, let's pull. So, here's what you guys suggested. We have go get VHS tapes, improve carpentry, or get rain barrels. You know, rather than actually crafting it ourselves. So, there you go. What should I do tomorrow? Wherever I end up going, if you guys could remind me to check radios, that'd be really handy. I don't know what the emergency broadcast channel is still. And I kind of need to know. Well, I don't need to know, but it would be nice to know. To not have to guess the weather. Which is a bit of a problem. I do have Cook Show 1 and 5. Maybe I should mark that down. All right, we are going to go fetch rain barrels. That's what we're doing tomorrow. A question for you guys is whether I should go to the garden store. Well, actually, before that, how many is even stored at the garden store? Guess I should know that first, if it's like even worth heading to. One second. Just doing some PZ mapping reconnaissance. Little cheese, but, you know. the garden store is, if you're wondering, it's a building far to the east that has farm supply stuff, but it also has some rain barrels and that kind of thing. I am struggling to spot it on the map. Oh, there it is. So it has 5. No, 6. 7. It has 7 rain barrels. Okay. And then I could also go to the military checkpoint. I don't really think it's reasonable to try to count how many rain barrels are at the military checkpoint, because, like, they're spread out everywhere. A little bit more challenging to find, but I could head there too. The ones at the military checkpoint, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but like there's fewer of them, but I think they're higher capacity because they're not wood. They're like synthetic. They're like tarps or whatever, right? I'm trying to find them on my map. I actually forget where they are. But where to head next? There we go. Dog treats. Oh man, I slept in like real late. It's past noon. It's not great for making a run to really anywhere, for that matter, given how long I slept. What I can start to do is to like work my way there. Wherever there is, you have like 20 seconds left to vote. $31 months, Tangier? Yeah, it is a stupid long time, isn't it? Thank you for the resub. The stupid long time resub. I wish you could reinforce doors without having to like barricade them. That'd be cool. Alright, so I am headed to the LV checkpoint. Got it. Well, the problem is I forget exactly where they are, so it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop at the gas station just to install the generator and get it filled with fuel. How goes the stream? You know, everything's going pretty well, which is concerning. Oh, wrong side. And I hit the car. Not my pimp-mobile. Better not pop a tire, because I still don't have a jack. Build the generator, not the water bottle. Alright, so this generator is all topped up, ready to go for when I lose power. And then my gas cans are all topped up as well. So I can fill the generator that's on the roof. So I have 2 full generators on the roof, and then 1 full generator at the gas station. I can also refuel my car, not that I probably need to. Yeah, it's full now. Alright, Rays, let's see. Well, let's first map it out. That'd be smart. So right now, I am here. And the checkpoint's down this way, right? So I need to hook up with the main road, which is to do right, left, right, left. Easier said than done. One of the drawbacks of being on Apocalypse difficulty is you don't have a mini-map, which would be really nice to own. Really nice to use. I think it's highly likely that the roads are pretty well congested down towards the checkpoint. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Rescue, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 14th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community on Discord, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers.